Hello friends, Namaste, good evening, Sat Sri Akal, Salam Alaikum. This is your friend Amit Sharma from Dubai, and as we already started this channel to discuss about the Maritime IT with you guys. So let's discuss today what exactly is Maritime IT or what exactly is the Maritime ICT. I think ICT word is more preferable. I do prefer this word because Maritime IT does not only involve the implementation of computer systems, softwares or the networks on board a ship, but it also includes the aspect of connectivity, which is equally important for the ships or in the maritime world. Whenever we are talking about the maritime ICT, we do equally consider the connectivity part as we are considering the other parts of the IT like networking, like the implementation of specific softwares and systems, etc. So let's try to understand what exactly is the Maritime ICT. So as I mentioned, there are two parts of the Maritime ICT. One is the connectivity and the second part is the network, computers, specialized devices, smart devices, equipments, IoT devices, laptops, desktops and different things like printers even, Wi-Fi access points. So all these things. So these are the two parts of the Maritime ICT. That means as we are talking about the maritime, you can definitely understand that we are talking about the IT infrastructure and the environment which is being implemented on a ship. So that means ships these days, actually these are mobile offices. Yes, the ships are not those kind of ships these days which these ships used to be before like 30 years or 40 years. These days ships are having advanced computing systems, different kinds of automation systems which are directly or indirectly linked to the IT, and these systems are actually recording and generating a huge amount of data which needs to be transferred to the shore-based offices or the technical ship managers' offices or the ship's owners' offices and to the ship's owner's system whenever it comes to the Maritime IT. So Maritime IT basically is the IT environment, infrastructure, network, equipment, smart devices, specific devices, IoT devices, and the connectivity solution which we are actually implementing on a ship so that during the sailing of the ship, during the entire sailing time of the ship could be connected with the shore-based authorities, with the shore-based offices like the technical ship managers offices, like the ship's owners offices, like the ship's charters offices, and with different regulating authorities, IMO, classification societies, P&I clubs, and different kind of organizations, etc. at any point of time. So Maritime ICT helps ships to remain connected all the time. So this is the solution which covers connectivity, which covers the entire IT, local IT, network, etc. as I already mentioned. Now the important part is to understand how many kinds of system or how many systems are there on board a ship which are considered or which could be considered as an IT system. You can see this list on the next screen. So as you just saw on your screen, it was not a list actually, it was just kind of a graph, it was just kind of a pictorial representation what exactly is the Maritime ICT. So as you saw that there are three different parts of the IT, three different components of the IT, where these three components are actually overlapping with each other, then that part is actually which we are referring to, and this is actually Maritime IT. So now you can understand that it is again a combination of connectivity solutions, it is again a combination of IT related systems, and it is also a combination or an integration of connectivity solutions, IT systems with OT systems or the operation technology systems or the automation related to various maritime mechanical systems. So this is actually what Maritime IT is. So as you saw on this previous screen, now we would like to understand what comes under each of these categories. That means there are three categories, there are three major components of the maritime IT which we just discussed. So now we will try to understand what exactly falls under each of these categories individually regarding maritime IT. So now you can see a few more detailed things about these three different components of maritime IT on your screen. Connectivity solutions, IT solutions, as well as OT solutions. These three are the different components of the maritime IT. You can see that under the connectivity solutions, there are different options which could be implemented on a ship so that it could be remain connected with the shore-based offices, different authorities all the time whenever it is sailing around the world. You can see in the last screen, you must have already observed that under the connectivity solutions, there is a premium solution, there is a very dominant solution, there is a very reliable solution, which is known as FBB. Then, the full form of the FBB is fleet broadband. It is a L band, that means low band solution, which is considered still to be reliable, and it is a global coverage providing solution. So ship owners are still using it, ship managers are still using it, whereas the access or the speed of this particular broadband is actually very low, but it still works, and and as I mentioned, it is still considered to be a very reliable solution. Then there is this VSAT. Then you must have already heard about this Starlink from SpaceX, which is the Elon Musk's company, and it has already revolutionized the entire maritime IT industry and the connectivity solutions by providing, speeds which are getting up to the 270 Mbps. So this is now the speed which someone can have whenever he is or she is sailing on board a ship around the world. They can remain connected with this kind of speed on a ship. And trust me, this was considered to be unbelievable before a few years. So this is how the technology, IT technology, space technology, connectivity solutions, revolution in the connectivity solutions, this is how all these factors are affecting the maritime IT in terms of the connectivity solutions. So, as I mentioned, under the connectivity solutions, you can see the VSAT, you can see the FBB, you can see the Starlink, you can see the Iridium, and you can also see the Iridium IOP besides Iridium Certus, etc. So these are the solutions which keeps our ships connected with the rest of the world when they are sailing. Then there is the second category of the IT systems related to the maritime IT. Under these IT systems fall the usual stuff which you can also see on the shore, like computers, business connected to the business land for the ship's business activities. You can see the smart devices like laptops, like smart tablets, phones, connected to the network again, either in the wired mode or wireless mode. Then you can see the regular printers, scanners, audiovisual devices, etc. And also the networks, like some sub-networks, different categories of the network, connecting different systems which are pertaining to some kind of category or subcategory according to the planning of the ship's business and the technical ship managers and the owners, obviously. Then the third category is the operation technology, where you can see systems like ECDIS, which is used to prepare the navigational charts for the vessels whenever the ship is planning to sail from point A to point B. Captain and the ship staff need to prepare the charts for different voyages, and for each voyages they need some information, some data from some routing company so that they can prepare the chart, they can prepare the voyage, and then the ship can follow the same chart strictly in order to get to the point B from point A. So this is a system which is not directly related to the IT. It is again considered to be an operational technology system only. But nowadays, this important data related to the ship's route planning or the voyage planning, this actually is getting transferred to the ship via the IT, via the internet, either via the email or directly via the web, using some subscriptions specifically, obviously. But because the IT is involved, so now these components which are related to actually OT, are now considered to be a part of the Maritime ICT, and that is why these are the factors which makes the Maritime ICT a bit more challenging, as I already explained or mentioned to you, than the shore-based IT. Because here you are not only considering the importance or the role or the scope of the devices which are related to IT, but also you are needing to pay equal attention on the other aspects of this whole world, of this connectivity scenario, like the connectivity solution, like the OT devices, besides your regular IT systems. So this is how, my friend, it is just like a bird eye view of this real complex and the big scenario of the Maritime IT, which we will keep discussing and which I will making more and more easier to you to let you understand this different aspect or this different whole new world of the IT, which usually people are not aware with. So this was the purpose. I hope you must be having a better knowledge or a bit better understanding, a bit more clear understanding of the Maritime ICT with this session. And in the next session, we will talk more about one particular component. So we will take these three components in separate videos gradually, so that you can be familiarized with yourself with the connectivity solutions available for the ships, then the IT systems in more details and depth. Then we will talk about the OT systems in different videos. So thank you so much. Be with me, stay tuned with me, and keep learning, keep growing. Once again, namaste. Thank you.